G'day, hey, how you going? So that's my OM1, Olympus OM1. After making that history video, I just couldn't help myself and I went and bought an OM1. Came with the original case, original strap. It's in pretty good nick for 50 years old. I think these came out in 72. I was born in 71. So it's a perfect match for me. So it's 50 years old camera. Glass, the lens is a 50mm nifty 50, as they say, 1.4, so that's the better one, and super smooth. I love that. Aperture is controlled through there, 1.4 to f16. The shutter speed is actually on the body there. It's very confusing. When I thought that was the shutter speed, but that's actually the ISO, and you can change it to whatever the film is. I've got I think it's about 15 or 20-year-old film. I found, if you remember my old MJU video, I never actually used it, and it's I think it's 20 years old, but you look on eBay, man, expired films going for double the price of the bloody brand new film. I don't know, these LOMO monkeys, they love it. I think I'm turning into a LOMO junkie. Lomography, so I've loaded up a Kodak Gold 200, 20-year-old film. I'm going to see how that goes. It does have a light meter. That's the only thing. That's where the battery goes. All I had to do was rub it a bit with a cloth, and it got rid of this little bit of surface rust, and bang, it started working. So you can't see, but the viewfinder, super, very clear, very big, a full frame. And Olympus was notorious for its like super bright, large mirror. So because if you're looking at the mirror, there's a little bit of fluff down the bottom there. I think I saw a couple of videos where the guys take it apart. It's the dampeners. They had dampeners there. That deteriorates. I noticed around the rims as well. It started a little bit of, 50 years old. We all deteriorated a little bit. There's a bit of a dent there, but no, all up, $200 Australian with the lens. Unreal. So that's pretty cool. As soon as I got it, this bloody thing broke. The plastic there on the thingamajig, the shoe, but I don't even think I'll ever use. I mean, it still works. There was a bit of callus, like, what do you call it? I don't know, barnacles. Looked like barnacles, crystallized. So I just scraped that off, and it was perfect. And I did get a bit of a clean. I used methylated spirits, but don't do that, man, because it leaves a bit of a film on there. I think metho is a little bit oily. So anyway, I got some water and cleaned it properly. Just water or some Arso wipes. What else? So I'm going to take it out this weekend, maybe, if it's a nice sunny day. I've got to learn the sunny 16 rule and because I want to see if this meter is actually correct. There you go. So that is lined up in the middle, the plus and the minus, and it's half a second at f16. Alright, I've put it at f1.8. What do I got to do now? I've got to go faster because the hole's bigger now, more light's coming in, so I've got to reduce the shutter speed. Yeah, that's better. Dopey. Alright, that's in the center. So at f1.2, at f1.4, I've got it at 1/250th of a second. So that should be enough to stop people, shutter Oh shit, I got film in here. All I've been doing all week is just playing and clicking and listening to it. I love what is it, ASMR of the old film camera. You know what I mean? It's the clicking and the sound and the tactile analog heaven. When you do the viewfinder, there's a little prism in the middle, the circle. That's awesome because that's really clear, and you can focus it, and it's like little crystals and they line up. I like this button here. That is your depth of field preview button. So I'm going to learn the Sunny 16 rule, which is pretty simple. I think all it is oh shit, I forgot to set the ISO. No, it's on 200 anyway. So I got Kodak Gold 200. So Sunny 16 means you put it at f16. Your shutter speed will be the ISO or close enough. So in this case, it'll be 1/250th of a second at f16. So you use that as your baseline on a sunny day, you know. And then there's other rules. If it's cloudy, then you drop it to f11. If it's really dark, overcast, you go to f8. I don't know, you got to experiment. So, but that's going back to that Sunny 16. If you've got it at f16, the ISO is 200, so your shutter speed will be 250. I want to go to f11. I don't want f16. So if you go to f11, this is on a sunny day, then you got to compensate the shutter speed by dropping a stop. So you got to go to 125. So if I want to go to f1.4, what the hell I got to do? I got to have really like low ISO speed. I wonder if you can change the ISO. Even though you've got ISO 200 film, if I go now to, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to make it too complicated. The idea is to have some fun. So anyway, so I don't know if it's going to be the next video because I want to go on a photo walk. Like I said, we're still bloody in lockdown. Jerry. Yes, you heard me say we go for a walk, Jerry. So, Jerry, you say hello. Hey? Jerry, you're always yawning. So that's the Olympus OM1, the very first SLR camera that they came out with. Hey Jerry, what do you reckon? Yeah? You want to go take some film photos? Yes, I know, Jerry. You're all excited too. So I'm excited because getting back into film is very cool. The idea of not knowing what you've done and then sending it off, and the anticipation of it's going to come back. Hopefully, this 20-year-old film doesn't turn out crap, you know. But then if it does turn out crap, that'll be good LOMO, you know, light leaks and God knows, you know, photos. Anyway, thanks for that. Jerry, we going to go? Yes. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.